welcome to my channel. I'm so glad to see you here today. If you will subscribe below, today we are gonna do a fall decorate with me. So this is my first clean and decorate with me video, and I really hope you guys like it. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you want me to do more decorating videos. I have planned for my channel to be mostly entrepreneurial content, but I also wanted to share my home, and I'm in a YouTube group with a bunch of amazing YouTube ladies, and they wanted to do a fall clean and decorate with me marathon, and I could not resist joining in. So make sure you check out this amazing group of women in my YouTube group. Next up is Spring Soulful Home at 8:00 a.m. So make sure you follow her after this. I'd already been eyeing everything for fall. This specific fall decorate with me is super special because this is only our second fall since we built our dream home here. So this is actually my first time really decorating for fall here. I did decorate last year for my pro photography workshop that we had here. To me, it was very simple, and I really was so busy trying to prep for the actual workshop. I don't feel like I really got a good chance to really enjoy decorating. So I'm really excited that this year I got to get quite a few things. I'm gonna show you kind of what I'm looking at, and then I'm gonna bring you guys along with a speed, clean, power hour, clean and decorate with me. I was planning to do it myself, but my sweet husband saw what I was doing, so he popped in and helped too, and so did the kids. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy this. Like I said, this is a little bit of a stretch for me because I've planned for my channel to really just be entrepreneurial content, but I keep finding myself making home and prep videos, which I really enjoyed making. So if you're enjoying this, please let me know and I'll keep making them, but I really wanna make what you guys wanna see. So here is a big overview of the house. All the fall stuff is in the kitchen. So a quick walkthrough. So here's our fireplace. Our mudroom is down that hall. And here's just a general view of my kitchen. Obviously it's covered in fall decorations, but you get the idea. It'll be our mini tour for now. There's our fall simmer pot that we're about to talk about in just a minute. Okay, so now that you have a good feel for the house, I'm gonna brew a nice hot cup of coffee and get ready to go. Now this mug is from Rachel Aline. She is incredible. That was from her fall 2019 line. But before I start cleaning, I really wanted to show you guys what I used to kick off the fall smell in our house. I really wanted to use a non-toxic smell this year. So even though I bought a fall candle, I decided not to use it. And I went with a more natural approach. I'm really trying to get rid of all of the hormone disruptors and the toxins from our home. And it's not going to be a one-day change, but little by little, I'm really hoping to make a bigger difference. So I just sliced up one navel orange, and I think this is a Gala apple. And I started with that. I just sliced them into big chunks. And just seeing this star shape in the middle, I just loved it. So I also dried some of these at 200 degrees for 4 to 6 hours. I flipped them once or twice. I did it with the apples and the oranges, and you will see them on a couple of the trays spread out. So our water is getting close, but what we want to do is bring this all the way to a boil first, and then as soon as it hits the boil, we will turn it down to a simmer and then add in all of our ingredients. We don't want to fry them out. So once we start getting some bubbles here, I will start adding the ingredients, and it's gonna make the whole house smell amazing. Go ahead and go big on your cinnamon sticks. These don't smell as strong as I was really hoping, so I would definitely grab the better cinnamon sticks. Also the rosemary, if you've ever smelled rosemary, it's pretty amazing. This is just getting me in all the holiday feels. I'm so excited. coming. Now we're just gonna turn it down to a little low, to a simmer. That good steam coming out, it's gonna make the house smell amazing here in a minute. I'm gonna start with my bigger items, my oranges and my apples. I'm gonna do the ones first that both sides are exposed, and if I have room for the end pieces, I'll chunk them in too. The orange peel and the inside help make the smell happen. Okay, now onto our cinnamon, clove, and rosemary. I think this was my favorite part of the entire simmer pot. Just getting to put the cinnamon in, see it all boiling together. It really started making me feel like it's fall, even though it's 100 degrees outside in Florida. Adding the rosemary on top just made it feel extra holiday-ish. And cloves are new to me. I've never bought them before, but they definitely added a pop of scent to it and made it look beautiful. So once you have all your ingredients together, you just stir. And then I'm actually gonna add a little bit extra. So I dropped 2 drops, well, the plan was 2 drops of ginger and orange oil, but I ended up going a little heavier on the orange because it smelled so good once I started dipping it in, dropping it in. I also love cinnamon, so because I was disappointed with the quality of cinnamon sticks, I went ahead and just dumped some actual ground cinnamon in there, and it really did make a difference. More cinnamon sticks for looks and for scent. Joey came home from work while I was making this that morning, and he walked in, and I mean, it was probably 15, I don't know, maybe more like an hour after I started it. And he said, it smelled so good. Okay, so here's my homemade cleaner that I made. I was really excited about this too. So I put 2 cups of water, I think it was a half a cup of white vinegar, and 20 drops of On Guard. Was the perfect fall scented cleaner for me. It's all homemade, completely non-toxic. And the reason I started making this was because of the fact that I couldn't find any Mrs. Meyer's fall cleaner. Here's the end product. And so I just made my own.
Good. I just don't want to touch the others.
The kids love the smell, and it really just set the whole tone for cleaning for fall and decorating for fall for the whole day. So I highly recommend that you do something to change the scent in your house, even if you burn a candle, whatever it is. I just did a quick wipe down with soap and water on my quartz countertops, and I sprayed all of the counters and the refrigerator and all of my side tables with our homemade spray. You can see my sweet husband cleaning too. The first thing I did was declutter the living room and then move everything so that I could vacuum and sweep and then vacuum and sweep again. Sometimes it feels endless, but we stuck with it until it got done. Maggie's on the couch. Emma had a little gymnastics session on the carpet. You'll see her in a second. I mean, I don't know about under your couch, but my couch, I just don't even know how all of this stuff gets up under it. Every time we move the sofa, there's a whole nother clump of just junk.
So it felt so good to just get it out of the way. Second round of vacuuming. And I don't know about you, but I just really, through all of this virus situation happening in the world, it felt so good to just decorate and just redo the house. Even though it's early, I'm still so glad.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know one single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing, but I don't know if I like this chasing and playing.
So this was the Joanna Gaines homebody book and my prayer journal that I set out. And I just love this concrete pumpkin from Hobby Lobby and these beads from Hobby Lobby too.
This time, girl, I know what's bothering me. I need somebody to love. Oh, nah, 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 nah.
Now onto our bench. It was on the front porch from last year, and I decided to move it in to give the living room a little bit of a more farmhouse feel. I just threw some pillows on here, and I actually ended up swapping them out later on, but for right now, they worked. But you'll see at the end what I actually went with.
There's so much that I'm still keeping to myself, 'cause you don't listen.
These candlesticks also came from Hobby Lobby. They were 40% off with everything else I got from Hobby Lobby because they were in the fall line. So if you need candlesticks, I would highly recommend going to Hobby Lobby. They were already out of the placemats by the second time I went. That to say, they were running out of a lot of things already that 3 weeks ago when I first looked, they had plenty of. So if you do have things in particular, I would definitely go ahead and go. Now this sign fell on me multiple times. You will see. I ended up just having to get a rope and just hanging it across. I found 2 little holes, didn't know they were there. That did not work, I don't think. Yep. And then I just had to tape that. Like I put the sawtooth over the rope, and then I actually taped it with mailing tape just because that's what I had on hand just to secure it. This garland was from Michael's. I ended up hanging it more onto the
came up
side.
with this idea when I looked at everything, and I just looked like a big black spot in the middle. And I had gotten this sign from Hobby Lobby. It's a linen, and it's so pretty. I literally just grabbed it on the way out because I just thought it would match something. Had no plan for it yet, but anyway, put it up there, and it seems to work.
So the pumpkins with the frills actually came from Target last year. A lot of these were from my studio in the last year or so. But I did grab a couple new pumpkins this year.
Figured out what's gonna fit there, but I do know what I'm gonna do in the kitchen. So I'm gonna skip this for a minute, see what I have left over after I do what I know I wanna do. And so I'm gonna set up a little essential oil station in the kitchen with this as the background. Isn't that cute? So let's get at it.
This furniture was my great-grandmother's, my Mama Jules, and I just love this dresser set so much. I've used it for so many things. I found this shelf at Michael's, 40 or 30% off, I think, with their fall line. So I've been looking for an essential oil holder shelf for that wall, and when I saw this, I thought it was perfect. I love the color of the wood. These books were, my Mama Jewel was published in all of these books, and they just mean so much to me. So I loved the orange pop on the pumpkins, and so I just thought it'd be really fun to move them into this section. And this mug is actually a surprise from the Rachel Aline 2020 fall line. So they are not premiering until tomorrow morning. So if you are a Rachel Aline fan, you get an exclusive sneak peek just because she said it was okay. I was actually the photographer this year for the fall line, and I loved every minute of it. So if you don't follow Rachel on Instagram, you must go follow her at Rachel Aline, Allene. I found this box at Hobby Lobby, and actually the filler as well. And these candlesticks I had last year from Target. I was really disappointed in Target's candlestick selection, but maybe more toward Christmas, they'll have a few more. The tablescape is super simple. I may end up doing a lot more to it closer to Thanksgiving, but right now I just wanted to focus on a few other high traffic areas, but put something on the table. So this wreath was from the Magnolia line. It was only like $34. I ended up throwing some pumpkin picks in it, and I had just picked up some random greenery and from the section in Hobby Lobby right next to the wreath section. And so I ended up just kind of putting them around it just to kind of tie in all of the white look. And I loved how it looked. Please let me know in the comments if you like it. But the wreath itself is from Target. These placemats were sold out at Hobby Lobby when I went. I was going to buy a whole set. I used those for Rachel's fall line for all of her mugs. I put this out. It needed something more. It just didn't fit. So I took a minute, thought about it, a couple of books stacked, and I did not like the little tray. So I removed that and just kind of played with it. Eventually, I found my look that I was happy with. The sage green pumpkins just have me flipping out this year. Is anyone else obsessed with the sage color this year? I really want to find like a sage blanket for my couch, all of the sage things. So if you guys see anything cute that's sage, please send it my way. I'll probably be just like adding here and there throughout the season. On second thought, I did not like how the houses were, so I'm switching them around. And I also wanted to switch the sign and the mug. I think that looks better. The mug needed to be lifted a little bit, so I wanted to add a little bit of greenery around it, and I ended up propping it up on some of the dried orange slices because it just needed a little bit of a buffer, I felt.
Okay, now that I've got this section done, all I have to do now is put the essential oils over there. So it's gonna take a minute. So let's get started and this will be all done.
Well, I really hope you liked my first fall clean and decorate with me. Like I said, this was my very first time. I was really excited to do it. Super excited to decorate our dream home for the first time. And I'm so excited that you guys stayed with me this long. So please let me know in the comments your favorite thing, your favorite part about this. I would really love to hear. It always inspires me to know what you guys are liking and the things that are standing out to you. You've got to go follow my girl Rachel. Her mugs are going live tomorrow. So find her on Instagram. I'll also share on my gram tomorrow as well. I've also got a behind the scenes shoot for YouTube that I filmed while I was shooting her mugs, so you could kind of come along with me. So I'm going to try to have that up by the time the launch happens. If not, hopefully shortly after. I hope you enjoy the simmer pot. It really truly just made our home smell like fall. It was so amazing. The cinnamon and the spices just really took us and made us all in a good mood. We were all so relaxed. It was just so nice. Don't forget to pop over and watch our Fall Clean and Decorate with Me YouTuber marathon today, happening all day from right now until 3:30 today. You've got a whole day full of Fall Clean and Decorate with Me, so make sure you check that out. Give those ladies some support and some love. We love our teacher, Bits of Brie. If you're thinking about getting into YouTube, definitely check her out. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this. Please do comment below, and I would just love if you would subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Please let me know what you would like to see, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, y'all.